Hopefully got that muted now. Got my laptop open up here. Yeah, hoping to get to talk about some supercross from last night. Obviously, it was the Anaheim 1 opener. Get to talk a little bit about the channel, where I'm going with it, what the plan is moving forward for bike giveaways, other giveaways. Like tonight, we're doing the $100 Motosport gift card. So, Soundstream 101. Day's going pretty good. Woke up actually in Kansas City, had some dinner with or some brunch with some family, and then drove back home. Ran a few miles earlier. I'm training for a marathon, so we're staying active. That's for sure. So, did you happen to watch Supercross last night? If you did, give me your reactions on. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Give your reactions on what you guys thought. It was a crazy night for sure. I thought Chase was going to do a little bit better than what he did. He didn't look that bad on the bike, but over the years he's made his mistakes. So we'll see what comes of that. I'm a Chase fan. I like him. He's a good dude. He means well. The maybe the Cowie for Prado was something, but he looked pretty good on the KTM last night. So interesting to see what this season turns out. Eli looked like beast mode again. That was pretty kick ass. So I'm a huge Eli fan. I've got to meet him a couple times. He's such a down to earth dude, and always want him to do good. As with Roxon and huge Barsha fan. I've actually got a Barsha jersey downstairs hanging on my wall, and it sucks to see what that dude had to go through last night. So hopefully he's doing better. We'll let a few more people come in here. We kind of wanted to talk about what the channel is, where I want to go with it. Obviously, I'm sure most of you guys have watched some of my videos, or hopefully you have. If you subbed, thank you. It's growing pretty fast. This is really just a hobby that I want to do at a part-time and see where it goes. I love tinkering with things out in my garage. As you see, all kinds of stuff. In fact, over there, I've got circuit boards ripped apart from some amplifiers that I've got downstairs for my sound system in the basement. And, I'm always doing something out here. So, I like the dirt bikes mostly, but it never ends, man. It never ends. There's always something going on, and there's always something to work on. There's always honeydews and things like that. So if you got comments, get them up down. I'd get them down in the chat so we can keep chatting it up down here. Come on. At Covered God. Thank you. Thanks for the comment. I like that you stopped in to leave a comment, and I'm sure I'll make sure I post this at the end of it. So You can always rewatch it. There's the little one out in his jammers. You can look in. We got.
Wait, are you watching?
Well, we've got a few guys in. We did, but we'll post this after this, so people can watch you. So that's Apollo. This is the YZ builds for this little kid right here, my soon-to-be 10-year-old. So
Wait, are you watching the live stream?
yeah, I'm just watching the chats over here.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I think maybe next week we're gonna do a live watch along with the Supercross. I think that'd be fun. Might bring over a couple of my buddies and see about doing a live commentary as the Supercross is going on, which I think is down in San Diego. That was actually my first Supercross that I ever went to was in San Diego, 2007 or something like that. So it's been a while, almost 20 years now.
You missed it?
No, I didn't race it.
Oh, you went to it.
Yeah, Tomac winning last night was I think I had him winning, to be honest with you, more than I had him not winning. He's looked really good in the off season. He's always looking fast. He knows how to come into A1 and perform like he did. So kudos to him. He did look like he was on it. He's going to be a championship contender as long as he stays healthy and is able to keep it wheel side down. Last year was kind of a freak thing with his leg, kind of sucked, unfortunately. So let's look at the Supercross schedule. Next weekend they're in San Diego, then Anaheim 2, Houston, Glendale, Seattle. I'll be at Arlington. Hey, bud, why don't you go that way? That way. You over there. Yeah. Just stay right there. You can watch from right there, buddy. Yeah, I'll be in Arlington. That's the veteran appreciation race. I'll be there for sure. I've been down there the last 3 years. That should be lit. It's fine. So after last night, who's got favorites? Who's got the top three, 250, 450, East Coast, West Coast? I think I've got, I think Chase will bring it around. He's going to be better than he was last night, that's for sure. The field is pretty deep right now, even with Jet being out, all those guys can win. There's probably 5 or 6 guys that can legitimately win every single weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see where they all stack up here on out. But yeah, if you guys missed it, I'll be in Arlington. So if you guys are at Arlington, shoot over a message. I'd like to meet some of you guys, and um, I'll try to respond to all the comments. You know, obviously, new channel. I'm working on getting a base out there and meeting you guys and doing bike builds and doing giveaways, and you know, I want to do more for the moto community moving forward. It's been something of, you know, on the back burner for me for a while that I want to do something that gives back a little bit to the community. And this is one of those things that, you know, I'm at, as of today, 144 subs, and I'm doing a $100 gift card giveaway. So obviously there's more giveaways in the future, that's for sure, whether it's parts, gift cards, maybe some gear, maybe a helmet, maybe a bike. I know for sure a bike's going to be in the future. So, you know, the last few years I've watched Kincaid and Cameron Niemela, RIP. That dude he's the GOAT when it comes to YouTube bike builds, I believe. You know, he's definitely got his base. Gone too soon, that's for sure. But, you know, his videos are still out there helping people out. And that's kind of where I want to get is, you know, I'm not a professional when it comes to this stuff. This isn't my full-time job, but I'd like to, you know, if I'm able to help someone figure an issue out, or, you know, give away a bike to someone that couldn't readily available, you know, afford something like that. So I want to make sure that I you know, I keep along that tradition of bike builds and giveaways and all the cool things that come along with being able to do a YouTube channel. And yeah. So if you just tuned in, welcome. I'm going to do the giveaway here in just a second. I'll screen record my laptop that's sitting right here. And then if you guys have any more comments about, you know, maybe where you're from, what you're riding. I know the giveaway was whether you ride a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke, and there's it's a good split, 50-50 of people that, you know, say 2-stroke, say 4-stroke, and I'm right there in the middle. I have an RM 250 that's sitting over here that you see in the last video that I put out there. That, you know, the 250 is a fantastic bike. That way. Go that way. Yeah. The 250 is a fantastic bike that it's made me faster. It's made me ride the bike again. I got lazy on my 450, so it's nice to get back to something that actually makes you ride the bike and makes you challenge yourself a little bit. And that's what I think a 2-stroke gives you. So 450s are definitely, I feel like a lazy man's bike now. You just leave it in 3rd gear, and pretty much any track around here or the majority of places that, you know, I ride, Oklahoma, Texas, you can leave it in 3rd gear and pretty much do everything on the track. So, so we'll go ahead and do a screen recording here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and flip this guy around. So there's the live stream. We'll come up here to the random comment picker. Random comment picker. here is, we'll go over to the my main page. Find this. Just copy and paste into, there's a copy. Copy and paste into the random picker. Okay. So let's go paste. Random YouTube. I don't want replies, I just want straight up. Anything goes. Continue. 53 comments, and we'll pick a winner. Lutz for Daisy. 4 strokes all the way for me. You see that? Congratulations. You are the winner for the $100 giveaway to Motosport, coming directly out of my paycheck. So I appreciate the comment and the sub and all that stuff. If you actually subbed, love it. Here for the, growing the channel and doing more giveaways, doing more things. So Soundstream 101. Well, I hope my video helps you out, because those were the first YZ80 forks I think I've ever torn apart. So they were definitely, that was definitely new for me. So I actually still need to send those forks off. The frame and the subframe and all that stuff off to powder coat. The engine parts are on the way. So that was a big ticket item that I ordered directly from Motosport. Luckily, they had a stock crank in stock. So stock crank. The transmission's still in really good shape. So actually, you see it right behind me, right there. Really hasn't moved. I did get, here's some Cerakote. So this is what we're using for the engine cases. A lot of stuff, honestly. That Armor Black is really good stuff. That I did my research. H is oven cure, so we've got the oven sitting actually right outside, and the table that I'm sitting on right now is going to be my oven. I've got a PID controller that's sitting right on top of this guy here, which is my blast cabinet that you see all that. That's all the wiring for my blast, or for my PID controller that's going to be for my temperature controller and all that stuff for the oven. And yeah, hopefully get some more videos out about the Cerakote process. I've never, I sprayed things before, but I've never actually put it to the test in an oven and engine cases and all that stuff. So I'm going to be learning, hopefully show you guys what it takes. And honestly, a lot of where I get my knowledge from is YouTube. So I'll just reiterate some things that I've learned, maybe some things that I didn't find useful in videos, or moving forward, like, what works for me might not work for someone else, but you can piece together something that works for you all individually. So, yeah. that's kind of what I want to do is, build a base of guys that can rely on my videos for good information and, again, good giveaways. There will be some vlogs out there of like race weekends and things like that that I I still like to race. I'm almost 40, getting my kids into racing and things like that. We've got a camper and go hang out at the track and go, you know, meet new people. And I think the moto community is phenomenal. Some of my longtime friends are all moto dudes. And we've all got families now, and we've all got kids. And I like to get my kids into it just because it's such a good sport for the family, and it teaches good values, working hard, and mechanical values of like working on things to fix things on the fly and making things work, and all that goes into that sport is, I think, unrivaled. You don't get that with football or baseball or basketball, and um, there's nothing against that kind of those kind of sports or anything, because I've got other kids that play stick and ball sports, but and I played those growing up. But when it comes to motocross, I think it's different, and I would go to believe that a lot of you guys out there would agree with me on that. So Soundstream 101, I was thinking about some Cerakote, a couple of slides off my pew-pews. Yeah, so Cerakote, I'm not in my office downstairs, but I got a good gun wall, man. I got a good gun wall, and I've thought about doing some Cerakote on some of those things down there. So yeah, I'm definitely not just sticking with these dirt bikes over here. There's definitely going to be some pew-pews getting some Cerakote done. I think that almost goes hand in hand. It's like golf, motocross, and guns. The three things that every motocrosser does. Everyone that rides a dirt bike's like into guns and also into golf, weirdly. I love to golf too. So yeah, that's where it's at. Competitively, not so much. A lot of people are, they stray away from golf because they suck. But the way I look at it is, unless you're on the tour, everyone pretty much sucks at golf. Like there's some good guys out there that can shoot par and go out there and have fun, but at the same time, those dudes are also going to shoot 80 or 85 one time, and they're going to have a bad day. So when it comes to when it comes to golf though, expectations come down a lot, and yeah, yeah, you just go out there and play a good game of whack fuck and whatever, man. Yeah, my wife kind of gives me grief about having too many hobbies. This YouTube thing is going to be another one of those things. The good thing is I can dedicate as much time or as little time as I can to it. It's not something that, I don't plan on doing full time at any point. I've got a really good job, so this is for the most part. And now 5 years down the road, and it's still kicking ass, and I'm getting subs and views and all the things that go into running it as a business. Then maybe maybe we can do something more than just part-time YouTube. But as it is right now, it's for fun, growing a community, and meeting a lot of new people. I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, I live in the Midwest, but I like to go everywhere else, and I travel down to Oklahoma and Texas and all the other things. I agree. RCs, That's also where I started way back in the day, mid 90s. I had a dirt bike and I had an RC car that I built from scratch. I never raced it, but I would burn up motors, just switching batteries back and forth. The charger 30 minutes, and then I'd go back to the other battery and keep running that thing. And we actually just got one of the kids for Christmas a couple years ago a Traxxas ready to run. So I just forget. Got to have hobbies, man. Got to have hobbies. Got to have something you can tinker with and have fun with for sure. Guns definitely get expensive. Dirt bikes definitely get expensive. RC cars, they can get pretty pricey, but yeah, the Tamiya. If I'm pronouncing that right, that's what. So my dad had a Blackfoot, old Blackfoot, and I wanted one just like that thing. I actually got it out in the garage in the shed, his original Blackfoot still. So definitely never gonna get rid of it. Right? It's near and dear to my heart. But I actually had a Tamiya kit too that I built from the ground up. So yeah, those are always fun. I always took my truck out to the dirt bike track and huck that thing off of some pretty big jumps, and it's pretty incredible what they can do without braking. So yeah, sometimes my hobbies are, you know, I like tinkering on things. So like we got a golf cart a few years ago, and uh since then I've done a little bit of work to that. I recovered the seats and did rims and tires and all that stuff too. I'm always doing something out in the garage. Yeah, the new ones, man, I'll tell you what, the new ones with the brushless motors and the lipos and the electronics that are on them, it's incredible how fast these things are. Uh, had an RC10 GT that you could never get those things running right anyways. You never could put the body on it because it would just die. And that I thought that was fast. Did you watch any Supercross last night? Soundstream. Give it a couple more minutes for some more people to come in, and then we'll go ahead and call her a night. Go get the kids in bed and all the things that we got to do as parents. I'll be posting this back onto the page so people can go back and watch afterwards. Well, it looks like everyone's ejected out of the chat here. So it's my first first live stream. Thanks for everyone that stopped by, gave comments. Soundstream 101, you definitely took the cake for all the comments, the thumbs ups and all that stuff. I appreciate every one of you that stopped by, that has subscribed to the channel, that's left comments, that's interacted with everybody. You know, again, I'm going to reiterate, I want this channel to grow into a community and hopefully get to meet some of you guys at some of these races. Oh God, you're at Walmart, man. I was actually at a work party for my holiday work party up in Kansas City. So I was sitting there watching it on my phone for the most part, and I rewatched it again today. But pretty crazy, that's for sure. I don't know if you missed it or you got there earlier, but where I think I'm going to do a live stream watch along next weekend for San Diego Supercross. I'll see how that goes, and if you guys want, you know, more of those, we'll continue to do them. If you know, I like interacting with everybody too. So, hey man, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the comments. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to. I'm gonna do some pretty good giveaways. I'm gonna finish this YZ85 build. You know, it's never quick to get something like this done. Yeah, I thought so too. It is what it is. You know, I've only got 145 subs, so it's growing fast for sure. But you know, again, I'm gonna put in some time. You know, I'm getting better at editing. The videos are kind of, that's probably where I think I'm lacking the most, is I'm learning so much day to day on filming, editing, video, audio, all that stuff is so new to me that, you know, it's my learning curve is just peaking out right now. So do some more riding videos with my RM250. I want to try a couple new things on it. I want to send off the suspension and get redone and see, compare lap times, you know, that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, we'll go from there. There's some pretty, I've got some pretty good video ideas coming up and exciting things. So definitely stay tuned. Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to go inside, eat some dinner, and everyone that watches these videos, man, I appreciate you. I really do. Everyone that interacts, all the comments, you know, we had probably 80 or 85 comments on that one video. Incredible to me. You know, I just started this really posting regularly about a month ago. So we're only a month in and it's going great. So I again appreciate it, and stay tuned for some more giveaways, some more awesome videos, and we'll catch you. If anything, I'll catch you on Saturday. We're going to do another live show. So, or another YouTube live. So thanks everybody. See ya.